it is fair to make it a question of, is this really a violation of specifically constitutional rights? Or is this a violation of natural human rights? Now, the United States has agreed that we have a human right to privacy, to be free from unreasonable search and seizure, not just in the United States, but around the world, every government. We are a signatory to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which asserts the same, as well as the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, which asserts the same even more strongly. And we have international bodies, for example, that have issued reports in the wake of 2013 that have found mass surveillance is a clear violation of human rights. You know, this isn't an edge case. This isn't something that's controversial. Now, the argument that I think they could make there, which would be, you know, somewhat more persuasive, is not really that this is a question of, you know, are we trying to apply constitutional rights to people who are, you know, not United States citizens. Because for me, I look back on, we have different wording in each different, you know, amendment to the Bill of Rights, but this is a country that was founded on the idea that all men are created equal, not all U.S. persons are created equal. And so when we think about, all right, well, what argument might work there? They would be a little more honest if they said, we have serious adversaries out there, there are scary people out there who don't play by the same restrictions. Are we placing ourselves at risk by not playing by the same rules? But I would answer that that is something that we do with regularity. We don't reduce ourselves to the level of morality asserted by our enemies, applied by our enemies in their use of power, or at least we're not supposed to. You know, we say we will not torture. Now, we know that was not the case quite recently, which is quite unfortunate, particularly given that no one was held to account for that particularly egregious violation of law and rights. But we do this in many other applications as well. I mean, when we think about how we wage war as the United States, we have rejected policies of total war. You know, we apply, or we say we regulate ourselves by the Geneva Conventions and so on and so forth. The same thing applies in any domain of society, whether it's, you know, we're talking about civil protections for individuals against law enforcement, or the restrictions that we place on our intelligence services. We don't want to be emulating security services in East Germany. You know, we don't want to be emulating security services in modern China.